I'm Dave Carns. I'm the owner of Cornerstone Tree Service. I'm also one of the siblings at the Carns family farm in Medford. How are you guys doing? Good? All right, so I did some OPRA requests, and I have some stuff that I want to talk about tonight that I think is very important to what's going on with zoning issues at the farm. So the first thing I want to read off is this is a OPRA that I found. This is January 6th, and this is from Kathy, the Township Manager, and this is sent to Frank, is what it says, Frank and Chuck, or I think actually it might be just Chuck, about our trucks at the farm. Now, and it says, Kathy says that she found these trucks on the Carns family Facebook page. And that's a closed group. So I'd like to have maybe possibly the next meeting get an answer of who saw the trucks on the Carns family page. I know you were a member. I'm wondering if it was you.
It wasn't me.
Okay. Kathy, do you remember sending this email? Because this is stuff you turned over to us. So who is talking about commercial trucks on the...
I'm trying to, sir.
Well, I'm asking you...
Because I'm not going to sit here and have a debate.
Your information's on this OPRA request. Don't try to duck this.
You're supposed to be addressing council.
All right. Well, she's part of the problem here, so I am going to address her because I do think a lot of my problems go back to her. So I think she's the township manager. I'm asking a question. Why is she sending an email to you about commercial trucks that she or Beth saw on the Carns family Facebook page, which is a closed group? And I think I deserve an answer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for the people here. That's how you get paid, from the residents. So there should not be this wall of silence here. The questions are just going to get harder. So I think I deserve an answer, no? You're just going to give me a snooky face and be like, whatever?
You deserve an answer, Dave.
There won't be any shouting from back there.
So I feel like...
Your turn to talk up here.
I do feel like I deserve an answer here. This is a question about the township manager sending the mayor about commercial trucks at my farm off of a Facebook page, not a complaint. Because that's what you keep saying. Well, if the neighbor complains, we have to investigate. That's not what this is. This is you and Beth looking on a Facebook page. So I know I only have a couple more minutes, so I'm going to just move on, okay? So January 18th, I deliver you 2 cords of firewood, right? So you're aware that I have these commercial truck problems at my farm, right? And you take delivery of these 2 cords of wood, and then you tell me you're going to catch up with me for payment, and you don't. For 2 months, you're dodging me. I deserve answers here of what's going on, because there's something very suspicious, and it's backed up with these emails. So I feel like I deserve an answer. The residents deserve an answer. My family deserves an answer. Can you please explain to me, you're aware that they're looking at my trucks on a Facebook page, and you and I are talking about delivery of firewood. You don't see that being an issue? And then you don't pay me?
I did pay you, and I apologize.
It was after the reporter called you. It was 2 months of me texting you asking for payments. You know how weird it was for me to ask the mayor about my money? Do you know how uncomfortable it was?
And I apologize.
Okay, but the whole thing, I think because it's out now, is why you're apologizing, because something's not right here. It's just we're not getting a fair deal over at the farm. So I'm going to move on to one more thing, okay? So this goes back a couple years. And this shows that when you come up to these meetings and you speak out, you better be careful of what you give out information, because there are certain councilmen that will look into information. This is another OPRA request that you provided me. Okay, March 5th, 2018. Council meets on adopting an ordinance to make it illegal for large trucks over a certain GVW to be parked in residential properties. There's a particular homeowner, he's a veteran, he has a big triaxle on Church Road, and you guys aren't happy. There's definitely some complaints that are coming in, and you guys are looking at this saying, how can we deal with this? So you guys have a meeting here. The veteran comes up and speaks out.
30 seconds, Steve.
March 6th at 12 p.m., Kathy emails Chuck and Frank, councilmen. Here are the addresses for the residents who spoke on storing commercial trucks. Sean Holmes at 244 Church Road. At 12:45, Frank writes back to Kathy, can you have Beth look at the Church Road property to make sure the outbuilding in the backyard was built with all the approvals? It's a big building. That's what you wrote. So what do you, Google Earth and stuff that people are coming up and speaking and looking at issues in the backyards? That's what the council's supposed to do?
No, I drove by the property. To
In
look
45 minutes, because she sent the first
at it.
email
No,
at 12.
I'd driven by it before.
You can't
I
see the
know-
building from the street.
I know the
45
property.
minutes later, you ask about this,
Yeah,
about the
exactly.
building. Why are you asking about a building that's not even part of the issue? You're talking about a truck.
Because I'm interested to see
Time's up.
whether or not all the approvals are in place.
On a building that's not even part of the discussion.
Doesn't matter.
You don't think that's weird?
No, I don't.
Your time's up, sir.
I sat on the zoning board for 15 years. I don't think it's weird
I
at
think it
all.
looks like you're retaliating. You're looking for dirt on the
Retaliating at all.
homeowner. You're saying, is there approvals on this building? That's what you're
We didn't
asking.
interrupt you.
Not
You can't interrupt
retaliating
him.
at all.
You have
One
to
other
sit-
thing I
you
want to
sit
say
down.
is you had a deer fence put up, right? And remember the zone officer told you to take it down, did you?
David, your time is up, please.
You didn't take the fence down. You know what you did? You changed the ordinance. You changed the ordinance. Why can't we change the ordinance
to
for
sit down,
commercial
sir.
trucks at the farm? You changed the ordinance. You had a subcommittee created. You literally stepped around the laws, and now you're holding me to every single possible ordinance violation at the farm. It's ridiculous. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Brian Carns, 265 Medford Mount Holly Road. I want to say that literally most of the council has never come up in any of the problems with our farm except for the mayor, Kathy, and Beth. The rest of you guys, I don't know where you fall into this. I actually think you're just in the passenger seat. But so the last time I spoke here, we got a letter the next day about commercial trucks at our farm, right? So that's not a complaint, but it comes true. Okay, so I'm just trying to understand. So I have my tree trucks at the farm with the firewood and the Christmas tree farm, right? How do you guys plan on enforcing the laws against the farm saying my trucks can't be there? So I'm saying, so if my trucks can be there during the day, but they can't stay overnight, that's then considered commercial? Is that what we're talking about here? You guys sent me a letter, Mayor. You know the letter I got.
We didn't send you a letter.
Well,
The
come on.
zoning
Man.
officer
All
sent
right,
it.
listen. I got 300 minutes till the next election, so we're just going to keep coming up here. But either way, I got the letter. How will that be enforced? How does that get enforced? My trucks are going to be at the farm. We need them there. So is somebody going to now just watch the farm 24/7 and say, well, those trucks have been there for 24 hours now? Can the trucks spend the night there if I'm working during the day? You guys are going to go down this rabbit hole where you're micromanaging our farm, and I don't know how you're going to enforce this because I could obviously have my trucks there. So I'm just trying to figure out where we go from here. I'll go on to this, okay? So you guys take complaints so seriously, right? You guys do. Kathy loves complaints. I think you thrive off of them, okay? We're up here complaining right now. Are you guys actually looking into any of these complaints we're talking about? She's gone to the fire department. She's gone to the county. She's gone to the state. She is literally harassing our farm nonstop. Man, we got to get answers. Man, our family's been here for 80 years. How can you sit here and not talk to me, Mayor? It's crazy. And just please tell me what's going on, why this is happening.
You're asking us to deal with zoning issues. It's not our responsibility.
Sir,
Sir, you can't speak
not
from the
during the
seat.
meeting.
But come on, man. So think about this. In the last 2 weeks, the barn, Brianna's, the firewood stand, Cornerstone Tree Service, and a sign on our properties all come up at once. At once.
Not from us.
You guys are the ones putting her in position. You guys are doing this. Go ahead, pass the buck, man. Okay. So my biggest problem here is I did a funny post last year. Remember when recycling was backed up? And I threw something up on social media saying, hey, bring your trash to the farm. I always wanted to start a landfill. We even were laughing about it, Mayor. We were talking about it. There's 20,000 members on 08055. Guess who calls the county and the fire department? She does. Now, either you're the biggest idiot on the planet, or you know that was a joke and you're using it to harass me.
I'm going to interrupt you right now. Our ordinances here say you have to show respect to everyone.
I don't show her any respect. She has totally disrespected my farm. Why do I got to sit up here? She's a public servant. This is the problem, Mayor. We're paying her $150,000 a year, and she's harassing me. I have letter after letter. Brianna's does a post in Tabernacle. You don't like it. So what do? You go to Beth and say, do something about this. She's also contacted the fire department in the last 6 weeks saying, you're either with us or you're with the Carns family farm. This is the... you look like a 7th grade little girl sitting there, okay? Mayor, I have no respect for her, and you can't make me, okay? She's a public servant. We're paying her $150,000 a year to harass me. Come on. You wouldn't sit up here and respect her either. So she calls the county, and the county comes out and harasses my mom. It's here. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? You contact the fire department. Give me a second. Fire department says, dude, we have no problem here. We have no problem. Guys, I really want to come up here and keep my emotions in check, but it's really tough when you just get the...
You have 30 seconds, Brian.
Well, thank you. Here it is. Here's my post on 08055. Tired of the recycling not getting picked up? Bring it down to the Carns family farm. Our plan is to burn most of it and bury the rest, depending on which is easier. Just our way to help out the community we love so much. Kathy suggested I run this by you. Can Brian Carns offer to burn recycling at the farm since the county has fallen behind collections? Would this even be permitted?
Your time's up.
See you, 2 weeks from now?
Who's next?